Are there any coffee shops around me?
I found a few coffee shops near you, including Livatino, Starbucks Coffee Company, and Dunkin'.
Which one's the closest one?
The closest one is Livatino, which is about 150 feet away.
Can you navigate me there?
Getting directions to Livatino.
Well, everyone, as you saw from that short example, Siri is much more usable alongside Apple CarPlay with iOS 27, making your car much smarter just by adding Siri AI. It's much more conversational, much more informative, and gives you a lot of information that the old Siri couldn't actually do. But I also want to talk about everything else that came to Apple CarPlay alongside iOS 27, because there's a ton of quality of life improvements that I definitely want to mention. And also, we're going to be using the dual capture mode on my iPhone 17 Pro to get a lot of the footage. So to show off what that looks like, I thought was a perfect way to showcase that. So without further ado, let's get right into Apple CarPlay with iOS 27. Let's get into it. Well, alright everyone, I figured this was a good opportunity to not only show you guys iOS 27 CarPlay, but to also show off the dual capture on the 17 Pro, because as you can see, I'm doing this all on the iPhone 17 Pro. We got the rear camera pointing at this and the front camera pointing at me. But to start off in terms of what's new, let's start with some of the simple things, but of course you can see Siri already there and things like that. The first one is going to be audio scrubbing. So whatever media player you're using, whether it is Spotify or Apple Music or anything like that, you can now scrub with whatever you're listening to. So if I go in here, I can now grab this. I mean, can you imagine this was a feature that wasn't around before? But you can scrub the actual audio to find and pinpoint exactly where you want to be. So that's the first new feature of iOS 27 and CarPlay. And then as you notice, we now have a persistent MiniPlayer for the same type of media. So if we back out of here, first off, you can see right here that that's the new MiniPlayer. So you can tap in here to get some more information on it, and then it'll bring you to this right here. For a little bit of context, I'm using a 2025 Jeep Wrangler, so that's the system that we're using. So it's pretty responsive, a little bit of lag here and there, but that's gonna depend on each car that you're using and the manufacturer that you're using. And everything you see is just a lot better, a lot more fluid in terms of the actual UI and the liquid glass as well. So overall, I'm liking these updates so far. So after that, next up, just something a little bit more simple before we get into some of the heavy hitters. If we go into our settings here in CarPlay, scroll down to where it says wallpaper, we now have the matching wallpapers that go alongside iOS 27. So I believe there's 9 new wallpapers. If you guys want to mess around with them, those are going to be available to you with iOS 27 in CarPlay. And then before we move on to the next feature, definitely consider subscribing and help us on the road to 1 million subscribers if you enjoy Apple content like this one. Now back to the video. So now next up, let's talk all things Siri. So in order to get the new version of Siri, you need to have an iPhone 15 Pro or newer. You can be wired in, or you can use wireless CarPlay. It just depends on how you want to set it up, but it'll work the same regardless. With the first new feature, of course, being the conversational awareness and being able to hold a conversation moving forward. There's a couple ways to activate Siri here. Of course, it's going to be voice first, but you do have a dedicated Siri app that syncs with all of your devices. So if you go into Siri, you get to see all the conversations that you've had over the last, whatever, basically, right? Because it'll sync across all of your iOS, iPadOS, and macOS devices. And then you can get out of there if you want to. And then to actually start a conversation, you can enable Siri in multiple ways. You can use your voice. You can go physically on the iPhone itself and hold down the lock button, or you can hold down right here, and I'll show you guys an example of what we can do here.
Tell me a little bit about the new Harry Potter series that's coming out on HBO. How is it different from the movies?
The upcoming HBO Harry Potter series will differ from the original movies primarily in its format and pacing. By dedicating an entire season to each book, the show plans to explore the story in much greater detail. This allows for a deeper dive into Hogwarts life.
What do I have on my calendar this week? Anything important?
You have several events scheduled for the rest of the week. Today, you have Tilly Mahmood at Optum Pediatrics. Tomorrow, there is T-Mobile Bill in the morning and Fiona Little Jim in the afternoon. On Friday, Tilly Little Jim is scheduled, and Lightbridge is closed for the Independence Day holiday. Saturday is Independence Day.
Can you navigate me to Tilly's appointment?
Would you like directions to the Tilly Mahmood appointment at Optum Pediatrics or the Tilly Little Gym appointment?
And another huge improvement to Apple CarPlay has to be navigation. So of course, navigation has always been there and it's been great. But one of the big issues with iOS 26 and earlier was the heading. Being able to know that you're facing north versus south or west kind of dictates different portions of your navigation. So now it's much, much better, especially in the first party Apple Maps, but it's also going to translate to all the other ones when it comes to something like your Google Maps or your Waze or any other third party native application. And then two other features that I want to bring up. First is going to be reliability, consistency, and connectivity of wireless CarPlay. It has gotten much, much more reliable and much better, and there's far less issues, especially with iOS 26. There was a lot of issues with connectivity and being able to use wireless CarPlay, so now that's been a lot better overall, so the reliability is there. And then lastly, as of right now, there aren't any apps that support this, but they will as iOS 27 comes to light. And it's going to be the ability to use an actual dedicated CarPlay application to stream video. So you're no longer just airplaying video or airplaying the audio into the actual system itself. Now you can download something like a Netflix or YouTube, and as long as those apps support it and the manufacturer supports it, while your car's in parked, you can stream directly to your car versus being able to AirPlay or using your physical iPhone to watch something when you are parked. So that's always going to be good to see. Adding more media options, especially if you're in an EV or something like that where you're spending time charging your car. This has been something that things like Rivian and Tesla have had for a long time, but now bringing it part as the native player in iOS with iOS 27 CarPlay is going to be a huge win. But as I said, right now it's tough to show because there are no applications that support it natively since we're only on Beta 3 of iOS 27 right now. We just have to wait a little bit longer for some adoption. So as you saw, iOS 27 brings a ton of Apple CarPlay improvements, with Siri being the biggest headline and Siri AI kind of encompassing a lot of that. Everything is much more conversational. It's much more equivalent to what Tesla has with Grok and what Rivian has with Rivian AI, where, yes, of course, it's going to give you all the information that's kind of location-based, like being able to see what's around you, the closest coffee shop, looking into your calendar to see what's next. But also, if you just want to play a trivia game or have a conversation or maybe do some research or understand where you are by getting a kind of walkthrough of the town that you're driving through, those are all things that now Siri AI can do directly into your car via Apple CarPlay. And then, of course, we got all the other little nuanced tidbits and features, like I mentioned. And ultimately, the biggest one that I think is going to kind of add a lot of value is going to be the fact that applications can now have direct streaming services on an Apple CarPlay device as long as the manufacturer and the application support it. So things like Netflix and YouTube could be coming to your next car via CarPlay. But that'll do it for this video. If you guys did make it to the end, leave a little dolphin in the comments down below. And if you guys want to watch more videos like this one, check out one of these videos right here. And until next time, I'm Fernando. Peace, everyone. This is the first time I've used CarPlay in like 5 years, and call me impressed.